Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And today's update, we are going back to that area of our train tracks. We are going to work the first time ever at our Gantry signal box. And I bought a lot of stuff here for the building beneath it. That's the old train station. I have a lot of dark red color here, and we're going to work there at that area. So stay tuned for today's update. It's going to be one big update today. Right at the beginning, I'm testing something. I got some comments about it on the German channel because I have these windows that have been closed with bricks. And I did it the last time also in dark red, but quite a few people said it might look better if I change it to another color, and that's it. I changed it to another color, and I have started to build that light bluish gray area here. That's going to be one of the bases for our Gantry signal box. A signal box is a place where people are working to change the switches and change all the signals for the trains and look about what's happening on the train tracks. And that's the place I'm going to start. A Gantry signal box is a signal box that's above the train tracks. It's not on the side, it's going above, and I think it might look quite good to have something that's going above all the train tracks, and that's my idea, to have that old dark red train station building here, and years later, the signal box has been built here, and that's the reason why I'm building that big part here. That's going to be one of the bases here in light bluish gray into that old building. You can also see that I'm using a lot of these pillars here to make it more study here inside, because there's going to be a lot of weight later in future updates here, and I think it's looking quite nice. I don't know if you have a Gantry signal box also in the States or that, but you have still some of them here in Germany, so I think it's a quite nice addition to add it here to my Brickworld city. And we are not going to finish that today. We are going to start working here because it's, as always, a very big project that costs a lot of time, bricks, and of course money. And that's just the start here today. And I have a little speed build here for you you can see what I'm going to do here. And as you can see, we are getting more. We are on a good way to finish that area right here. And let's look at it from another side. As you can see here, I added that post here with the overhead lines just to check how high I have to build, so the overhead lines can be under the Gantry signal box, and also the trains, of course, can go under it. That would be a big problem if that's not possible. So that's the place where the building is going to be later. On the other side, there's going to be a bigger part of it, and that's just one base. Coming back, you can see I moved that locomotive. That's a crocodile. Yeah, it's an official set you can know from Lego, and I'm just checking if that is a good height here. You can see that stick going out of the wall. That's going to be the place where I want to add the overhead lines later. As you can see, it's a good height, so we can work with that, and we can just start working a little bit more at that red or dark red building here, which is, as I often said, the old train station, but it's not at the moment not used as a train station. There are going to be some stores and a public restroom in it in a later update. If you follow the German channel, you might know how it's looking inside, because I already added another update there a few days, weeks ago, where I built all of that interior of that building. And yeah, it's a pity that I'm not able to get on the English channel here to the place or the point where I'm at the German channel, but I'm trying to do it. I'm really trying to do it. So maybe if it's possible, there are going to be more updates to get to the point of the German channel in the future days and weeks. So stay tuned for more updates here. And doing that, you can watch here my speed build, and you can also see how many parts are going into that building. Also see that big mess here, because I also wanted to build a little bit more of the underground area here under the base, under that big construction here of all the train tracks and switches. You can see that old base plate here I'm using, and that's a lot of work, and it might be better to do it not after placing all the train tracks, but doing it at the same time. You can see here a lot of dark bluish gray and a lot of other colors. All the other colors are just going to be under the train tracks, so you're not able to see it later. Just use some not so expensive colors for that area. And as you can see, that's how it looks. I also started to work at the next 48 by 48 base plate. It's a little bit easier here because we do not have so many train tracks as we had on the other base plate, but we have still a lot of work to do to create that look of a realistic area for train tracks. And I think today is a good day. And also I got a fan post from Sonja, and if you try to read it, it's German, of course, but everybody can send me a fan post. I'm really thankful for every fan post. And Sonja was in the official Lego shop with her boyfriend, and they created from that place where you can build your own minifigures. They created 2 minifigures, or 3 by the way, one of herself and one of her boyfriend, and he does not know that Sonja sent me that message and also the figures, and we are going to place them in a minute in the city, and he might see it. It's a little surprise for her boyfriend. You can see them here on the left and the middle part, and I have placed them here on the platform. So we are going to have 2 more inhabitants today. We have now 641 inhabitants here in our city, and that's a growing number. In the future, it's going to be much more bigger. Coming back to that area here, I put everything back. I also put the new underlaying base plate here back to that area. And I think it looks much more better if you do not see all that wood from the table. And it's just a little step, but it's one step by one step by one step to get that very big project here with all the train tracks done. And I'm glad that we have another step done today, and also added in some more details here. We have all that little plants and other stuff. We have some garbage here. We have these little other stuff. I added some more little plates to get more realistic terrain here in that area. And we are going down. You can see the big train station in the background. And I think it's going to be better and better with every update. And as always, feel free to write everything you think about today's update, or do you have any ideas for future updates? Please write it down in the comments, because comments are very important for me on that channel, also on the German channel. In the next update, we are going to work more at that signal box here, working at the stuff above the train tracks. And yeah, I think that's it for it. Just some more views of the little details here in that area. And we're going to do more in next update. So stay tuned for 2 next updates, and bye.